Hey, I'm Sean, and in this video I'll be making a tabletop for an old patio table. The top was glass and it broke, and being the frugal woodworker that I am, I decided, hey, that's a good opportunity for a project. So I'm making a tabletop for it right now. Okay, if you'll notice this clip that I'm taking off, it has a little lip at the top, and that's what held the glass in. I'm just going to turn it upside down to allow me to put the wood in that's going to be my tabletop. It's going to provide more support. Okay, here all I'm doing is just cutting out a piece of wood, and it's going to act as a support for the pallet wood that's going to be the tabletop. And I'm planing the underside of all the pallet wood, and what that does is just gives it a flat surface and allows me to slide each piece under this lip. And here I'm just drilling some holes for the water to have somewhere to go. And I'll just mark each side of the board, take a piece of cut off to get my shape, and then just take it to the bandsaw and just trim it up. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it fits. And here I'm just squaring up the other end. And here I'm just cutting out the end piece to the tabletop. And to make it fit, I'll just have to remove the last couple of pieces that I put in, and the end piece will just slide right in. I did glue these panels down, and I screwed them from the underside to hold it down. Before I did any sanding, I did give it a spray of poly, went back and sanded, and then sprayed again. Now here's the Lazy Susan that came with the table. It had a glass Lazy Susan. It didn't break, but I'm gonna make a wooden Lazy Susan to match the tabletop. And that's what I'm cutting here, strips of cedar and some pallet wood to match the table. Here I'm just joining the edges for the glue up. So I let it dry overnight, and I'm going to trace out the glass piece that was the original Lazy Susan. I'm just drawing it out with a marker here, and I'll just take it over to the bandsaw and cut it out. And I've got a temporary bandsaw table that I screwed through the Lazy Susan that I made onto that wood temporary table to get my circle cutting jig. And once I had it cut out, I just rounded over the edges with a round over bit at the router table. Then it was time just to attach the Lazy Susan. This is the track. I'm centering it up. I just attached it with screws and just put the top or the cover back on. Okay, so the picture I put on Instagram, it showed the table with the Lazy Susan, but I'm going to show you guys what it looked like after I put it out in the weather. It bowed, so I took it off. It's just got a really bad bow on one end. It was cupped on both ends, but after the heat got to it, it straightened back out. But this side still is bowed. I'm not gonna use this because of the way it's bowed. I may end up using the Lazy Susan for something else. For right now, I'm just gonna leave the table like it is. And this is the finished tabletop. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, share, comment, and hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Hey, I'm Sean, and in this video, I'll be making a... Hey, I'm Sean, and this wood is some